Hello everyone. Today I welcome you all to my another video session wherein you will see how to use the variables using Power Automate Desktop. So before we start our session for the day, I request every one of you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification icon so that you can receive all the latest updates and notifications that we keep posting on our YouTube channel. So without any further delay, let us start our session for the day. So the first thing that you have to do is to double click on the Power Automate icon. So click on the Power Automate icon that is present on your desktop. So once you double click on the Power Automate icon, you will see the home screen of home page of Power Automate in this way. So over here, what you have to do is to click on the New Flow button, which is present just above the Home tab. So just click on the New Flow icon or button and give the name to your flow name, that is variable usage. And then once you define the name to your flow, then the next step that you have to do is to click on the Create button. So once you click on the Create button, the flow will be created and the blank workspace area will be opened. So let us wait for the blank workspace area to be loaded. So yeah, now as you can see, the blank workspace area has been loaded. So now in order to use the variables over here, there is an action called variables action. So under this variable action, there are a lot of actions which are being present. So under this, one is the data table. So under data table, we have various options such as create new data table, insert row into data table, find or replace in data table, update data table item, and delete row from data table. So this data table variable action we will use it later in our video. So first of all, apart from data table variable, there are other variables such as variable actions which are being present under the variables tab. So first of all, we will see how to initialize a variable. So in order to initialize the variable, you have to use the set variable action. So drag and drop the set variable action, and over here once you drag and drop the set variable action to your workspace area, it will open a dialog box, or it will open a similar type of dialog box. Over here by default it will create a new variable, new var as the variable, but you can change the variable name by double clicking on this new var, or by clicking on the new var. So over here we will define the variable name as vtext, and over here in the value section or in the value text box, we will pass in the value as hi, and then welcome to Power Automate Desktop. And then after defining the value, we will click on the save button. So once you click on the save button, the action will be appearing over here in the workspace area. So the next thing that we will do is to print the value of this variable. So from the message box, drag and drop the display message action, and over here in the message box title, give the title as value of vtext variable is, and then in the message to display, select the variable, that is vtext variable. So over here, once you define the message to display value, then next step that you need to do is to click on the save button. So once you click on the save button, the action will be appearing again in the workspace area. So now what we will do is we will basically run the flow and see what it does. So if you can see, once we have run the flow, it has displayed the value as hi, welcome to Power Automate Desktop. So once you now we will click on the OK button. So over here also you can see the value of vtext variable is hi, welcome to Power Automate desktop. So this is how you can initialize the variable in the Power Automate desktop tool. So now that you have seen how to set the value of a variable, so in this part of the video you will see how to increase and decrease the value of the variable. So first of all we will see how to increase the variable value. So the increase variable action is used to increase the value of the variable by a specific amount. So in order to use this action, drag and drop the set variable action again first. And over here we will define the variable name as v number, and then over here we will assign the value to it as 5, and then we will click on the save button. So this is a variable which is of number data type. So now we will see how to increase the value of this v number variable. So in order to increase the value of this variable, you have to drag and drop the increase variable action. So once you drag and drop the increase variable action, this particular dialog box will appear, and over here you have to select the variable name which you have to increase its value. So from here select the v number variable, and then by how much amount we have to increase the value of this variable, we will be assigning it over here. For now in this example I will be increasing it by 1, and then we will click on the save button. And now in the next part we will see, so in the next part we will display the value of this variable, that is v number variable. So over here drag and drop the display message box section, and again over here in the message box title pass in the title as value of v number variable after incrementing is, and then in the message to display we will select the variable which we have to print. So over here we will be using the v number variable which we have to print, and then we will click on the save button. So now in order to see what is the value it will give, we will run this flow and see that the steps that we have built is performing to our expectation or not. So over here from this 3 drop down, click on this and then click on this run from here action. So once you click on this run from here action, the flow execution will start, and then over here you can see the value of v number variable is 6 after the increment. So this is how you can use the this is how you can use the increase variable action from the variables panel. So now the next thing that we will see after we have seen the increase variable action is how to decrease the variable value. So in order to decrease the variable value, it will be decreasing the variable value by a specific amount which we will be defining. So drag and drop this decrease variable action, and again select the variable which you want to decrement. So again in this case we will be decreasing the v number variable value, and this time we will decrease by 2, and then we will click on the save button. So now let us see the flow execution, whether the steps that we have built for decrease variable action is performing to our expectation or not. So before we run the flow, we will disable this increase variable action, and now we will run the flow from this step, that is line number or step number 3. So once the flow execution starts, as you can see that the variable value has been decreased by 2 and the output which has been returned is 3. So over here so this is how you can use the decrement decrease variable action within the variables panel action. So with that we have come to the end of our video discussion, wherein we saw how to set the variable value and how to increase and decrease the variable using Power Automate desktop. So in the next video you will see how to use the list variable value. So if you have any queries regarding this video, then you can raise your queries in the comment section and I will be more than happy to answer all your queries. So before we wind up our session for the day, I request every one of you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification icon so that you can receive all the latest updates and notifications that we keep posting on our YouTube channel. Till then, have a great day.